What's going on, everyone? So LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they are our stars, right? And the Lakers this year are going to go as far as these two take us, especially Anthony Davis, right? Anthony Davis just got the new contract. He's the guy. LeBron's been trying to push for him to kind of take the reins and establish himself as the clear-cut number one option, and I fully expect him to do that, right? I think he's going to have a good year, but he's going to miss some time, right? These are our two, old guys. LeBron is obviously old, but Anthony Davis, he's not old, but he is older compared to the rest of the roster. These two guys are both going to collectively miss 20 to 30 games. Collectively, they probably miss 50 to 60 games total between the two of them, right? And that's fine. I don't mind that, especially with this roster. You got a deep roster. You got a ton of size. You got a ton of depth. You got a ton of talent. I fully believe that this roster, again, chemistry and stuff is a big thing, but I think if these two were to miss the season, knock on wood, right? Not saying I want that to happen, but if they did, I think that this Lakers roster, even without these two, could contend for a play-in spot, right? Not saying that they would, but I could see them being in the 10th seed, somewhere in that ballpark, which would be a play-in spot. You add in Anthony Davis, I think that they're a playoff team. You add in LeBron James, I think they're a contender. If you take one of them off, I legit think LeBron James could sit the entire season. Say, hey, I'm going to take off the season. I'll be back 10 games before the playoffs, and then we'll go contend for a championship. And I think the Lakers will make the playoffs. Fine. I really do. But, again, you got to find that balance, right? You want everyone healthy come playoff time. You want to kind of keep guys' minutes low. You have, many you can argue, too much talent, too many options. Darvin Ham is going to have his work cut out for him, trying to figure out how to get everybody minutes and how to, approach different lineups. And we've already heard the reports that the Lakers plan to experiment and try different things, which is fine. Right? That's what you do early in the season. So that way, by trade deadline time, the second half of the season, as many people like to call it, you already have your rotations. You already have everything locked up. You're making that push for seeding and then getting into the playoffs and go on your championship run. That's the idea. But early on, the first 30, 40 games or so is the time that you experiment, right? You throw out different lineups. You start Jackson Hayes. You start Cam Reddish. You start Max Christie. You kind of mix and match and see, how does this lineup work? How does this unit work? How does this work? And 82 games is a long season, right? Lot of games to be played. So my thing is that I really hope Darvin Ham kind of leans on our youth, right? Obviously, cut Anthony Davis and LeBron James minutes down to 30 a game. I don't think that they should be playing more than 30 a game. Now, obviously, if it's, you're playing Milwaukee, it's a tie game late, there's 3 minutes left in the game, and LeBron is already at, 29 minutes, you're not going to be like, well, he's only going to play another minute. He's going to have to sit out the last two. No, you go and make the push. But for the most part, they should only be averaging 30 minutes each. I want to see the Lakers really lean in heavily on the young guys. You have guys like Taurean Prince and Gabe Vincent and stuff like that. And look, those guys are going to get their burn. Those guys are going to get their run. But you want their experience and you want their veteranness and you want their ability to step up in big moments and them to be healthy come that time, right? You want their experience to kick in come playoffs. And I'm not saying you just don't play them during the regular season. No, I'm not saying anything like that. But I'm saying, again, you keep their minutes low. You keep the kind of veteran guys at a minimum, right? Your key core guys, I think you keep them low. Even Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt and Austin Reeves, you can even make an argument for D'Lo, guys like that. Keep them around 25 minutes a game. And then ride guys like Max Christie, especially early on in the season. Right? The Lakers fully expect Max Christie to get heavy minutes, or not heavy minutes, but play a heavy role as the 8th, 9th guy and really kind of emerge for the Lakers this year. Well, how does he do that if he doesn't get the opportunity? Give him the opportunity. He's 20 years old. He doesn't have the wear and tear. Now, obviously, if he's having a bad game or he's horrible out there or whatever, fine. And I'm not saying you give him 30 minutes, but I'm saying, like, run a unit with him out there. You know, like, I wouldn't hate if we saw something like Max Christie at the 2 and have, like, Schifino at the point. So go, like, Schifino at the point, Christie at the 2, Lewis at the 3, Reddish at the 4, and Hayes at the 5. Right? Like, you're not going to run that unit 30 minutes a game or anything like that. But why not throw that unit out there for 10 minutes? Especially if you're playing like one of the weaker teams, right? You're playing like Charlotte or something. Throw them out there. Give them 10 minutes, 15 minutes, especially if they're doing well. Leave them out there, right? Use your youth. Use your depth. Keep your core guys reserved for when you need them in the playoffs or the big marquee matchups. Playing Denver today. We're playing the Celtics today. We're playing, you're playing Milwaukee or the Warriors or whatever, right? But outside of that, I think you should embrace the youth. The Lakers wanted to get younger, right? The Lakers wanted to get more size. They wanted to get more athletic. They want to play fast. All right, that's fine. Do that. Lean into these guys. Like, why not see what Schifino could do out there with 10 minutes? See what Lewis can do out there for 10 minutes. What Max Christie can do out there for 10 minutes. What Cam Reddish can do out there for 10 minutes. Not going to hurt. Like, again, especially early on. Right? When you're starting to lock in and, you're at the home stretch, getting into the playoffs, and you're trying to kind of get everybody on the same page and all that stuff, then yeah, at that point, fine. At that point, now you need to get your playoff rotation together, right? Now you're running your like 8 to 9 guys, and you're really making your push for the playoffs, and you're getting everyone on the same page, and you're ready to go. I'm okay with that. But early on, like, why not? Why not just throw the young guys out there? Let them get some work. Let them grow and develop. Let them learn. Let them make some mistakes, right? Like, this team is very talented, very skilled. Mix and match. Try different things, right? Go into your youth. Let's see what Cam Reddish can do with opportunity, right? Like, he hasn't really gotten much opportunity where he's been. Why not put him out there and actually let him highlight and be like, hey, man, you got the green light. You out there for 10 minutes. Go do your thing. Go score. Go try to give us 20 points in 10 minutes. Let's see what you could do. And just let him go to work. Max Christie, same thing. Schifino. Hey, man, you're a rookie. Don't worry about it. Darvin Ham is really good at that. Darvin Ham is really good at getting people to buy in, getting people to believe, getting people to just, buy into the team, have confidence. He loves to give the guys a green light because they're basketball players. Give them the green light, right? Put Cam Reddish out there. Hey, dude, go. Schifino, you out there? Do your thing, kid. What are you good at? Pushing the pace. You're good at, finishing through contact. Use your size. Do your thing. Lewis, you're 6'7", hyper athletic, can shoot 3 and D, lock down, take the shot. You open, let's make it happen. Hayes, go out there, enjoy. Let's embrace this youth, right? That's how these guys are going to get better. That's how these guys are improved. And these are the guys that are going to be the cornerstones of the future. These are the guys that are going to be very important for the Lakers for the foreseeable future. And so if that's the goal, and the goal is to build this youth foundation and be ready to contend for the next several seasons, not just this year, then you need to get these young guys out there, and you need to get these guys looks and opportunities and run and burn and all of that. And I think the best way to do that is, like I said, you just throw them in the fire. You put them in the fire and you let them go to work. You give them the space. You give them the opportunity to show what they are capable of. To show that, hey, like, these guys can tear it up, right? These guys, we believe in you. We have the utmost confidence in you. We know you can do your thing. Go out there and do it. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Lakers run different sets. And I'm not saying you can't intermingle, guy, right? Throw a unit out there with like AD, LeBron, and then have like Lewis, Shafino, and Christie or something like that, right? Like you can mix and match. I'm not saying you just only play the young guy, but I'm saying like find a nice balance. Take some chances, right? I like, we got the reports that the Lakers are going to look to maybe starting Jackson Hayes next to Anthony Davis. Like, I'm all for that. Like, do that for 10 games and see how it looks. If it doesn't work, you move him back to the bench and you have him as the backup. Right? Whatever it works, great. Like, why not see, like, what does the starting lineup look like with Gabe Vincent? What does the starting lineup look with Rui and Jared Vanderbilt? Right? Like, what does it look like with Cameron? Like, early on is the time to experiment. Again, you have to have everybody buy in. You have to have everybody believe, because the last thing you want is, people complaining and, oh, I'm not starting, I'm not... It has to be team first, right? But, you know who your core starters are. You know who the guys are. But it gives you an opportunity to see what the lineups look like. And even if you want to keep continuity-wise for the start, like let's say the starters are D'Lo, Reeves, Vando, LeBron, and AD, right? And you just want to keep that intact. You don't want to change it. That's fine. You can run those 5 for the first 5 minutes. And then, take out LeBron and put in Christie. Take out Vando and, put in Lewis. Take out, D'Lo and put in Shafino. Take out Reeves and put in Christie, right? And then see how that looks. All right, well, let's see. Let's swap Christie with Prince. All right, well, let's swap, Cam Reddish with Rui, right? Like, let's see. Okay, like, all right, let's move Reddish to the 2, and Vincent at the 1, and like chess piece. Like you're mapping it out. Do it. Why not? I think the Lakers have a lot of potential, and I think the only way you're really going to see what you have and what lineups work and to keep guys healthy, you're going to have to play the young guys, right? And do it. I'm all for it. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Agree? Disagree? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments.